Hey everyone, today I have for you a puzzle titled Holiday Doors. It was published in 2015 by White Mountain Puzzles. White Mountain Puzzles has been around since 1978, and they are in a rural village in, you guessed it, the White Mountains. For those of you that don't know, the White Mountains are in New Hampshire. The founders, and I'm going to mispronounce names, Cronin Mighton and Ted Warblowski, are still involved and have turned over the day-to-day operation and ownership to their respective sons, Sean and Colin. White Mountain Puzzles has been recognized as one of the top family-owned businesses in New Hampshire, and a couple years ago they were even invited to the White House for some special recognition for the type of business that they are. They are certainly lucky in that they are still independent and enjoying success over the past couple years. Seem to be doing well. I have included a link to their website. The next little tidbit is the artist. The name of this artist is Louis T. Johnson. And I also included a link to a number of puzzles that White Mountain has specifically for him. Now, I read his bio, and he doesn't really say exactly when he began his career, but he does mention that he was working for some major corporations in the 80s and 90s, even at a fairly high level. So he's not a kid. Beginning in the year 2000, he converted much of his design and studio work to digital designs, and over the past 10 years his efforts have shifted mainly to licensing graphics and illustrated staged scenes for jigsaw puzzles and related craft items. So certainly later in life he came to realize that there was a niche for his particular style of art, and has found a home for it. Let's talk about the puzzle itself. The puzzle is a 1,000-piece puzzle, and it took just under 5.5 hours to build. This one I did completely solo, so it's pretty easy puzzle. Strategy-wise, well, I started with the border, like I normally do, and then looking at the box, what color do you want to choose, right? It's what it really came down to. The vibrant wooden door in the lower left-hand corner of the puzzle, built that pretty quick. Those pieces really stood out. And then I went after the green and blue doors, there are not too many of them, and that particular purple door. There are a couple bright lights and such that golden hue, and I kind of just held off on the red doors to the very end, and then I think I did it because there were a lot of them, and in the end I was quite happy with that strategy in that they were quite easy to complete. There was really no hunt and peck at the end here, and the nature of this puzzle is simple, so it doesn't lead to that kind of struggle at the end. But yeah, I held off on the red doors, and I would probably do that again if I was building it on another instance. Probably actually, there was no tough part on this. The strategy is pretty straightforward. Pick a color, stick with that color, and then you'll get it done. Trust me, not that hard. Saying all that brings us to the review categories. I'm going to review this puzzle in 5 categories. I keep doing that. In 4 categories on a scale of 1 to 5. The first category is the puzzle material quality itself. This is the paperboard that it's printed on, and also reflects the bond between the image and the paperboard. Does any of you is delaminating or anything of that nature? White Mountain is pretty darn consistent, and I'm going to give this a 3. In no way does it detract from the build, but it's also not above average. It's frankly right where it should be. It's arguably a non-factor, which is what I'm really looking for. So I'm going to give it a 3, just like I do for the vast majority of puzzles produced by White Mountain Puzzles. The next category is the cut quality and design. The design itself is very traditional piece shapes. There's that four basic shapes, or with the little prongs. And the cut quality is, again, right where it should be for a White Mountain. They're very consistent. This is going to be a 3. It doesn't detract from it. I didn't feel like I had many instances where I put pieces in wrong places, and if I did, it was usually pretty obvious. I didn't have any of those oops moments later on building something and go, huh, this doesn't go here. What was I thinking? Nope, cut quality is decent. We'll give it a 3. Again, right in the middle. The next category is difficulty. Now, while this did take 5.5 hours, this is a really simple puzzle. I did it in, I think, 2 sittings. I'm giving this a 1. This is simpler even than a number of the Disney Villainous puzzles I did with the individual images. You pick a piece, and just based on the color and such, other than the red, because there was a lot of it, you could probably tell exactly where it went in the puzzle if you took a moment to search for those things. So for me, this is a 1. This was really a simple puzzle, and I kind of knew that when I picked it off the shelf. I was looking for a simple puzzle. I've done some struggling, some challenging ones lately, and this was kind of exactly what I needed. The fourth category, the most subjective of all of them, frameability. If I was the type of person that built a puzzle once, sealed it, saved it forever, would this make the list? The answer is absolutely not. This is, in my eyes, a 1. I realize, and no offense to Mr. Johnson, that this is art, right? He is an artist, and he has created this image, but for me, no chance. I don't see this as a poster. I don't see this as something I would hang in my house, not even during the holiday seasons. It just doesn't strike any of those chords for me. So for me, this is an absolute 1. I would never frame this. But the next category overall, I'm giving it a 3 because I would build it again, simply because this was a breeze. I mean, I enjoyed it. The puzzle is simple, and White Mountain makes a good quality puzzle. So for me, it's a 3 overall, despite the low difficulty and the low frameability, because I'm more interested in the build experience than I am in the other aspects of it. I like puzzles because they're puzzles. I like difficult puzzles. I like easy puzzles. So that doesn't sway me that much. As long as the difficulty is not driven by poor quality, hard and easy puzzles are fine. And then frameability doesn't sway me that much either. It's, again, for me, it's the process. Building the puzzle is what I'm after, more so than do I have something I can hang on my wall afterwards. So, all that being said, overall score, 3. But I will build it again. A couple little interesting notes. Mr. Johnson, his website, very creative stuff. He has a puzzle in particular on the White Mountain website that is apparently a top seller for them, and I can see why. He has a couple, they're cats, but they look more like a quilt. And there's one that's a diamond cat, and they're out of stock now, and that's true with a lot of puzzle manufacturers at the moment for things like that, but those are pretty nice. I like that his artwork, when I see it like that, I'm very impressed, and I might hunt one of those down or put my name on the list at White Mountain that say, when this is back in stock, I'd like to buy one. But so check him out. Check out the link to his actual, his personal bio and artwork. But at the same time, the puzzles at White Mountain, he has a pretty nice collection, pretty eclectic. Images like this, images where he has completely created something unique, like those cat images, and a lot of collage type things. So he's all over the map. Very talented individual. Just this one doesn't strike that chord for me. Anyways, so here I am at the end of the puzzle. You'll see me put the edge pieces in a little plastic baggie. That's just to save myself time next time. And put the rest of the pieces in a big Ziploc bag. That's just in case something falls. Don't want to spill this stuff anywhere and all over my floor. I do appreciate everyone that takes 10 minutes out of a day to watch one of these videos. If you really like it, go ahead and click the like button, maybe even hit the subscribe button, and I look forward to bringing everyone more puzzles in the very near future. Thanks again, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.